Right, so we're here and we're at Nundrum, the municipal site in Cumber. We're just going to have a look over here before we actually go into the cashel itself. And we've got Ruby with us, so if you hear anything odd, it's Ruby.
Hello.
And I'm going to turn to panoramic in a minute rather than some gates here. This is David's first time, so I'm going to put a big light on for us as well. David, you go into the mansion, love.
Oh, I'll go up here, yeah.
There. See. So we're putting the light on for David because he's never been before, so you don't know how hard it is to walk this terrain. Right, I'm going to turn to panoramic as soon as I've got everything in order. Give me a second. You see just a little latch over, yeah? I hook it. What are you doing with it?
Oh, I don't know. Get it in, love.
Won't open, so what?
It will.
You got it?
Oh, no.
Okay. Right, I'm trying not to interview with Mike. Yeah. Right, so a little bit of background on Nundrum.
Right.
This used to be a monastical site.
Oh, no.
Way back in the single digits AD. I couldn't tell you exactly off the top of my head, although I do know. I'll just shut the gate behind me.
Which way?
Straight up where Booby's going. Shh. And the monks lived here for quite a number of years.
Hello? Is anybody here?
And as you can see, there's different levels to this, which are called cashels. And they used to grow their own. I'm going to take my reading glasses off because I can't see a bloody thing. Bear with me. They used to grow their own fruit and vegetables, anything that was made on the farm. It's called, I think that mist was me.
Ruby.
Maybe it weren't. Oh no, it's me. Yeah. Right, so yeah, as I say, this is the outer cashel of the monastic site. Now there's a long way around there, and this place is very, very well known for having energy, shall we say. My phone is struggling to actually, it's focusing on something that's not there. So I'm mic'd up, so is David. This is the first cashel here that we're coming up to. That's better. I think it just must have been dirty, and he's got Ruby with him. And I'm going to be careful walking because I'm not awful steady on my feet as it is. He's like younger than me, so he should be doing all the narrating. But anyway. So this was the outer cashel, which is this wall that we're coming up to now. And this is where they would put everyone to work. Now, because there was no such thing as lighting, there was no electricity or anything like that, they could only work between the hours of daylight, which meant in summer the crops were plentiful and they could work for long hours, but in winter they went to sleep when the sun went, which must have been a dreadful existence, to be perfectly honest.
I think I just got something then.
Oh, it's probably me.
Hello? No, I think I just
and this wall is where they used to grow. Behind the wall is where they used to grow all the fruit and veg and everything that was local to the land.
Oh yeah.
Right, you need to come this way.
You're right up this hill.
Not really, but I'll get there. Whew. If we go this way, this will actually take you to the kitchen. Not the kitchen, but it was like a... I suppose the nearest thing you will get to a tandoori pot now. You know when they do poppadoms and things like that? Not poppadoms.
Oh, this is great.
I'm not going to cut this. I'm keeping it as real as I can. But fuck, I'm out of breath. Hang on. Right. So, we're 5 minutes in. Do you need another light, did he, by any chance?
Is anybody there? Let's get in. Oh, fuck me, watch where you go in first.
It's very rocky here.
Yeah. Be careful, sis.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm saying that I'm
You
falling.
alright?
Yeah.
Do you want this other light?
No, I'm alright.
So as you can see, this way, there's another wall,
Oh,
which would be the second tier. And the ones that worked here would be the people that the abbots, the monks brought in to look after. People that would come here for safety come here to be looked after. And in exchange for safety and a roof over the head and food, they would work in this bit of the cashel. The next one is where the monks themselves used to actually work. And there's a little gap. Is it over there? I don't know. In the wall, so you can get into it. Do you see that big building there, David?
oh yeah.
See? Do you see that one as well there?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over to the left. That's the castle. Not the castle, the church. And that's where we're going.
Oh yeah. Oh there.
Yep, that's the church. Right, now I wouldn't ordinarily come with anything stronger. She heard it as well.
Hello, is anybody there?
Did you hear it? Me and Ruby heard it at the same time.
What was it?
I don't know, but we both turned around at the same time. Don't forget your mic up, so no swearing. People should really clean up after the dogs. Don't make it look. Yeah, like you really need to see.
Oh wow!
What?
Well, it might have been you.
Yeah, me and Ruby turned around to that noise straight away together. Don't know what it was. Right, now we're entering.
Ruby!
She's here with me. This is where. Now over there.
Oh, did you hear that owl then?
And that was an owl. We might get some. Might be able to get some owl pellets.
You got love?
We might be able to get. Now that there is where the kitchen was. We'll go to it later, but I want to take you to this first. Now this particular building here, which is probably the only thing that's really kept as much integrity as possible over the years, was the lookout tower. Because the Vikings knew where the monks were, but more importantly, the monks knew that it was only a short boat ride for the Vikings to get to them. So this was the watchtower. And if I stand back a few feet, I think I actually zoomed in for something for David, but this is as much as left of it. So as you can see, it's still still got the basic shape. You can actually climb to the top, and I have in the past, but I'm getting a bit too old for that now.
What is it, sis?
This is a lookout tower. I'm actually doing a tour and I'm talking, so you'll be able to watch it. And this is the inner sanctum. That was the watchtower that kept the monks aware of any ships
that
might be coming.
Right.
These are the gravestones and the church here. Now this is what is left of the church. Again, not much of the integral part, but you can see the door, and it just makes you realise how much smaller people were back in the day. Oh, see, I just nearly that's one of the graves. I just nearly walked over it. That's one of the abbots, because the abbots were placed in front of the church. I'll get the date off there in a second. Now this is also a grave.
Well, if anybody's there, come and talk to us. Eh?
And one of the abbots, before I go into the church, which
Come and
is
talk to us.
absolutely fascinating, and I want to sit in there for a while and talk. But over here,
Come
I
and
don't
talk
know if
to
we
us.
still have the remnants.
Hello?
The abbot's
Anybody
home.
in here?
The abbot was in his home, which was just pretty much a round hut.
Hello?
I think you can still see the circle,
If
actually.
anybody's here,
I can see it. I don't think you can see it on camera. Just bear with me a sec. I'll try and get a bit closer. Now here, there, was where the grass is growing oddly. There is where the abbot's hut was. Now that was set on fire by the Vikings, and the abbot himself was killed. He was burned to death in his own home. I can't think of anything worse, to be perfectly honest. This is the church.
Come on, love. Oh, come here. What's up here? What's up here? Come on,
This
get in
is the
here,
back
yours.
end of the church. Now
Get in
you
here, yours,
imagine
Rose.
there must have been, I don't know how many monks, how
Is
many
that
abbots,
water, sis?
how many blow-ins.
Is
Yes,
that-
it is. But say there were 40 or 50 people living in this little
So
monastery.
what water is that?
That would be the Strangford Loch. And I have absolutely no idea. I've many times.
Go on,
I
where we
still
going
don't
here?
know what that is.
Sis?
What?
Which graveyard?
It's here. It's around you. I'll go underneath. Let's have a look.
Oh.
The Eccles, the ecclesiastical ruins of Nendrum in McGee Island and the encircling Cashel Wall have been repaired by the Belfast Natural History Museum,
Hello? If anybody's there, give us a shout.
Philosophical Society. Oh, let's have a
Come on,
look.
is anybody here?
And his names.
Have a sit down for
Sacred-
5, sis.
I will. And
Come on, have a sit down
inscribed
here.
stones found in various places in the debris.
Have a sit on here, love. Come on,
I
darling.
don't know what it says. In the partially restored. Is that wall? No, it's this, is it? No. Merely for their conservation. Yeah, there's a few words I couldn't get there. So they would come in here. I'm coming, love. And this is no bigger than, I would say,
Hello?
about 5 feet wide. Maybe not, maybe about 6 or 7.
Say hello back to me.
About 30 feet this way. But it's divided,
Sounds
as you
like
can see, into two. So I'm going to sit down. And
sounds like Peregrine Falcons,
I'm
them.
going to speak and see if I can get any answers. So David's in one direction.
Sis,
Yeah.
sounds
on,
like
son.
Peregrine Falcons.
No, there's not. They're just sparrowhawks. Right. Catching my breath. I'll get my...
So, me, the same bastard thing, aren't they?
Stop swearing, you're on mic.
Oh, well, the same thing, aren't they? Spoggy Hawks and Peregrine Falcons.
I'm doing a seance.
What was that? What was that, Robes?
Is there anybody here in this hallowed area?
Get him here for us.
David, shut up. Who would like to speak at all with us tonight. Now, we have equipment that you're not going to be familiar with, and I understand that. That sunset's lovely. You can't really see it in real life, but you can see it really nice in the camera.
I can feel something up here. I think I can.
That direction, that particular direction there is where my sister actually saw the apparition of a monk. And that's probably the best we've ever seen. Me and my daughter were further over there, and we saw something run past that wasn't human. Of course, you talk about it afterwards, don't you? But we saw it together because we both went, "Did you see that?" But anyway, get back to this. Is there anybody here that can hear my voice that may have passed over to another life? And I realise I have equipment that you're not familiar with, but all you need to do is try and make a sound, make a noise, move something. Just do something to prove that you're here if you can. And we'll be absolutely delighted to prove that you're still here. Can you hear that singing? As I say, that's where Ricky saw the apparition, which was probably the best thing we've seen so far, which is fantastic. But then she kind of got then she got distracted by somebody else out of the group, and she looked away, it had gone. As is what happens sometimes, unfortunately. You heard that scraping, it was just me on my jeans with the microphone. Just caught an orb. Was that you? Did anybody else see that little black? What time are we on? 10:17. That little black. And another one. Thank you. Can you do that again for me, please? I really don't mean to be greedy, but that's just fantastic that you're coming to me.
Stars.
Please come to me. I know you were strong, hard-working men in life, and I know in death you're also strong. So if you could use your energy, the energy that you had in life, to make yourself seen, to make yourself heard. I saw the black flashes, thank you. I saw the white flashes, thank you. I'm not expecting you to be puppets for me. I'm not expecting you to perform for me. But it would be nice to know that wherever you went, especially the abbot who died, that you went to a much nicer place and that you're happy and still doing God's work. That's the dog, if anybody's wondering. And I know you died a death that no one deserves. Certainly not an abbot, certainly not someone who has spent his life serving God. And I think it was a very cowardly way that you were killed. You lived in peace. You worked in peace. Your whole life was about peace and love and tranquility and serving God. It's a bug that's got caught in my light. Turn it over. And you died in smoke and fire. Which is always associated with the devil. A God-fearing man died in smoke and fire.
Rose. What's up with you? Huh?
I appreciate you probably don't understand my language, and I don't speak Irish. How can flies not looking on you? Did it cast a dark shadow over this place when the Vikings came?
Oh, come on.
Or are you at rest? Did you forgive them? I know the teachings of the church is to forgive and to love thy neighbour. Forgive him their sins as we forgive those who trespass against us. Did you forgive the Viking that killed you? Are you at peace? I know that you're actually buried outside the church, so the monastery must have endured after the Vikings came and destroyed absolutely everything, which again is more proof of the resilience you had as men in life. And I'm sure you still have that resilience in death. I just want you to know we come with peace and love.
Sis,
Mm-hmm.
is that bright light? 'Cause I've lost my bastard lighter. Can't fucking believe it. Want the last one as well.
Leave it to me. We're in the mood.
Right.
Hang on, put it on pause.
Oh.
Right, David lost his lighter.
Come on, Rose.
Bless him. It's his first time doing it properly, so. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up. Jesus. No, shouldn't be blasphemy. Sorry, blasphemy. Even if it is English. I apologise for being English, by the way. It's just the accent. I'm not particularly, don't particularly consider
There's no
myself
lighter.
English, but the
Yeah.
accent is a bit of a giveaway. And I don't speak a word of Irish, apart from cheers, and I think I've even forgot that. So the workshops where people learn how to weave baskets and things were, well, that's a grave, very obviously a grave. But the workshops we're here. And they're sort of scattered around, if you like. No, that's another grave. That's a grave. There's 3 graves here. Right, let me get, you have to bear with me, it's been about 15 years since we that is a grave there, okay? We've established that. Don't know who it is, I've no idea. I believe that's a grave. That's certainly a gravestone, if it's not a grave, because
Oh, where's my
you can
light
see at
there?
the top there, it's starting to arch, if you can see there. So that's a gravestone, if it's certainly not a grave. So whether it was just put there by the people who preserved it, I don't know. But I'm guessing with that being as deep as it is, that could well be a grave. Which means that we could already be standing on the grave and not be aware of it. I think because of the way the grass has grown here, that this is a grave, certainly. And if you hear anything strange on my microphone, I just realised I've got it in my bloody hand, haven't I? So I'll be crackling all over the place. So what I'll do is,
Rose.
yeah, that's definitely, I would say most definitely that's a grave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, I'm going to leave this. On this grave here. I don't know how much you could hear before because I had my microphone well away from my mouth. But I believe that to be a grave that they found. As I was saying, I believe with the earth being a little different in colour here and it being long, that's a grave also. And I believe that this is a tombstone. I don't think it's a grave. And as I was explaining, because of this curve here, I think it's probably just been laid down wherever they found it, because it's quite heavy. It would be quite heavy. I don't know if there's actually a grave under it, but I would certainly say that's a grave here, because there's stones around it. Almost like what you would see at, Boot Hill, Gettysburg, somewhere like that. Yeah. But then I've not brought the microphone for me to talk. I've brought the microphone for the spirits to talk. So I'll put my microphone down on here just for a few minutes, just to see if anybody wants to talk. Bearing in mind, we might not hear anything in English. So for all you Irish speakers, if you can translate. Right, there we go. Right, we'll leave that there for a while. And just let it do its thing. In the meantime, you're not going to hear me. Do you have a name? Of course you had the name. In life, what was your name? I'm not going to walk over you, I apologise. Much respect, my friend. In life, what was your name? And what was your job? What was it that you did here to keep the monastery thriving? Did you have a very important part to play in the monastery? I think everybody had. equal parts of importance. I just think some were more sainted than others. I could be wrong, I don't know. The microphone's picking up little things. Could just be me talking. So I found another headstone and a little bit of quarry stone. This one the grave of the abbot that was burned to death. That's been passed down from David. I was just as unfit as I am, but I think it's the fact that I'm struggling to negotiate where I am and film as well. So if you didn't hear any of that, you didn't hear much, you didn't miss much. I'll go find my brother. Hey, Rubes. What scared you? Oh. Sorry, my friend. No disrespect intentioned. Ruby. What did you see? What did you see? Well, Ruby came running from behind there to wait or not. David's behind there, it makes sense. If he's not, then we're in for a surprise. Ooh. Nope. Davey's all the way over there, and Ruby came from behind here. Ruby was behind here. Oh, there's a break in it. What was that? My timestamp it, 36 seconds. 36 minutes. In that break there was definitely something.
Why would I lose my fucking lighter?
Oh, here we go.
What a stupid thing to do.
Hello, darling. Hi, my wee darling. Where were you when you... Well, you wouldn't know, would you? So now we're back in the working part. But as I say, this is for specifically for the less labour-intensive jobs here. Oh, we've got a bench. Never used to have a bench. Guess who's taking advantage of the bench? It's going to be wet, but I don't care. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn in loving memory of Margaret, Olivia and Ari Dolk. Oh, fantastic. I think it's amazing. I don't want to sit on it in case I break it.
What was it in loving memory of?
You'd have to come and read it. I don't know. I don't know what's... Now I've got it on here, I'm going to see, but... I'm going to see who they were, but they don't sound familiar to me. Right. So, I'm going to turn this off now and I'm going to get on the audience. And see what I find. Now then, two names in particular. Margaret. Okay, I'm guessing she must have been something to do with the she had custodial, what is the word for them? And Ari Dolk. So we're looking to
Rose.
Either of those two. Oh, that'll come up in part 2.